Hey, collective. I'm back with a shamanic healing reading. I'm going to be using the Shamanic Healing Oracle deck along with a new deck to me, Stacey DeMarco's Divine Animals Oracle. So we'll combine those, find out what is going on in each of your chakras, and then what animal, spirit, or totem that you can tap into their energy to aid you in each of those chakras, all right? Hope you're all doing well. Please like and follow, subscribe. Welcome back to my old and new subscribers. I am slowly and quickly, I'm glad to see, building up the collective for the messages that I channel to you. And take only what resonates. Remember, this is an intuitive exercise. Use your heart and your gut rather than your head when you are learning the art of discernment, which is a part of watching all of these readings. I'm hoping that you, if not only view and experience this message in this reading, but check out my other readings as well. And also check out other readers. Bounce around as I did. I've absorbed and connected with hundreds of readers. And that's how I've strengthened my intuition. That's how I've learned what energy is mine and what is not. It's how I've learned how to recognize my karmic or karmic's energy and what is not mine. You wind up walking in circles, which is the name of the song that I'm channeling. So take my hand, we'll follow our thirst of wanderlust. I'll guide you through so to be strong. This is by Valk, who I'm unfamiliar with. These channel songs are coming through my station on Apple Music, so give me a follow as well. You can just search in Apple Music Entpgathering, which is also the name of my website, entpgathering.com. Lacking his own conscience. So maybe this reading is going to be about your karmic, or this could be you collective, and coming to this reading to expand your consciousness and develop that third eye, which is the whole point of an intuitive exercise of tarot or tarot. Okay, so without further ado, we have next channeled song is by Braids. In kind, must have saw a girl who looked like myself, white-cheeked and bleak, knowing all the answers. Answers can be found, especially when we tap into our feminine side of intuition. The feminine side of the physical body is the left side, while the feminine brain is the right brain. Archangel Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, please come in and protect the accuracy of this reading. Give the collective guidance to their higher mind, their higher self, to connect them to their ancestors, their spirit animals and totems, their guides, and the ascended masters. And the shuffle. Again, we'll find out what's going on in each of the chakras, and then we'll pull a matching divine animal that you should then pair with that chakra and whatever lesson or whatever energy that you're transmuting in that chakra. And maybe we'll end with 3 cards of action from the Magic of Marvel deck. Hope you're all doing well. Again, please like this to at least, if you don't subscribe, at least like it so that you can put in your energy to increase the accuracy of the reading. Your freckles remind that God is kind, white-cheeked and bleak, knowing all the answers. Okay. So in the root chakra, which is all about safety and security, it's earth energy and the color red, we have have anger. Speaking of red, card number 28. 2 is a number of manifestation, and 8 is a number of manifestation. And we have here the Hornet. We got some yellow, we got some green. Yellow is solar plexus color. I don't see this Hornet in a aggressive posture. There's no cat upon your bed and no mom to pet your head. Sometimes I think of how nice it would be. I'm picking up a particular Scorpio who has mommy issues and had a cat, and that I was caught in a trauma bond with. We actually activated each other. So now that I've cut the cord with this individual, and we're already starting in the Messages for You Collective, once I did that work, which took a while, where's it going, Spirit? Once I cut the cord, I could better understand the nature of the relationship and why the universe brought this person into my life, why we trauma bonded, because we had similar childhood woundings from narcissistic mothers and parents. This individual was much younger than me, and although we had connected our sacral chakras, I quickly learned that intuitively, because our coming together activated me. It was the beginning of my. Well, I was already in the beginnings of the dark night of the soul. I was already being contacted by my angels and spirit guides, and demons were triggering me big time. But these trauma bonds that are developed between two people who have gone through similar narcissistic abuse, CPTSD and PTSD, they're necessary. So I thank this person, and I hope that they too were activated by our energetic bond. Although at the time, there was so much very toxic energy, and much of it was anger that we each had for. Well, in the moment, in the relationship, it was for each other, and especially this person for me. This person is a Scorpio. I'm a Taurus, and all of the toxic Scorpios in my life, they instinctively were extremely angry that I was so grounded through this process. They're so extremely angry that because Scorpio is ruled by Mars, and in Vedic astrology, I'm an Aries, and my Taurus moon, and I'm a Taurus rising, so I'm a triple Taurus, quad Taurus really, because I have Saturn and my moon in my first house, and I'm a Taurus rising. My sun is in the 12th house, which is the last house, but in Taurus. I have a 12th house stellium, so this is why I channel death so very well. And with my Taurus moon and Saturn in my first house, which is all about the self, I really embody the energies of those, the luminary, the moon, and the planet Saturn, which is all about discipline and structure. Taurus moons are very well known for being able to ground ourselves in our emotions, and Scorpios are the exact opposite. Scorpios have a lot of anger issues. They're also ruled by Pluto, and Pluto is a beautiful binary system. It's because Pluto itself is about the 18, which is the moon card in Major Arcana, 18% the size of our moon, and its satellite or moon, Charon, they have a very interesting relationship. But it is all about relationships and how to transform them. For example, the United States is going through a Pluto return right now, because Pluto that binary system takes 248 years to orbit around the sun. So it is in the heavens where it was when our nation was founded on racism and slavery and a lot of death energy, because to have a birth of a nation, there must be a death of sorts. Unfortunately, the United States birthed corporate greed and consumerism in the age of Pisces, and we're all waking up to this. So anyway, this could be you, collective, as we have tethered. I was just about to say, this is the anger from people you were tethered to, energetically corded to. There's a tether that's keeping me there. All right, collective. This is tethered by churches. Trade our places, take no chances. Find me till my lips are silent. Stay where you are, ever after. So this is both you having cut a cord with somebody you're in a trauma bond with, you're romantically or sexually linked to, energetically linked to, let's put it that way. So it could be a family member as well. And it's this person's energy who is still processing the anger. That was the message. Will we ever get away from this place? They're asking. If you've done the work first, which you have, most likely, then once that cord is cut, it sort of activates the person that the cord was attached to. Oftentimes, they will try to reattach the cord through sex magic, which is kind of like masturbation, and thinking of you. Or if they're in your present environment, you know, they could hoover. A symptom of narcissism, or a tactic of the narcissist. And I'm hearing that, you know, in this situation, you're the empath, and the person that you've cut the cord from is the narcissist. But understand, I'm not throwing shade. I'm not trying to make the narcissist out as a monster. I know a lot of people on YouTube, well-respected individuals, I feel are still suffering from narcissistic wounding, because their whole platforms and their messages are about shaming the narcissist and teaching you how to keep away from them, gray rock them, and all that stuff, which is good advice when you are cutting the cord. But you'll find, collective, that through the process of the dark night of the soul, and cutting cords, energetic cords to people you were trauma bonded with, you'll find that you're the last word of how best to do that, because I know that narcissism and that the whole narcissist and empath paradigm is two sides of the same coin, meaning you were less of the narcissist in the situation, but you have that in you. And cords of attachment and trauma bonding, to look to the origin of that bond being created, look to the attachment style of the people involved. For example, I'm a fearful avoidant attachment style, or I was. I now have a healthy attachment style. I know this because I did the work, but this person has not. Because you've cycled and really worked to clear out of your root chakra, which is all about safety and security, the anger that was therein as a result of the coupling, you have cleared out your sacral chakra with endless possibilities. Card number 19. 1 is a number of the mind, and 9 is a creative number of the self. Kind of like an ending of the self, or the ending of a process here, has created in your sacral, which is feminine energy, divine feminine, it's creativity, it's love and nurturing and healing. You've created in yourself unlimited possibilities through this. But you had to work through the sting of the wasp that you have inside you. Because the empath is just as capable as presenting narcissistic traits. And likewise, the narcissist has empathy in them. It's just that the anger is so much greater in the narcissist. Just think Amber Heard and all the crocodile tears that we were witness to during the trial. In that trial, Johnny Depp would be the empath and Amber Heard would be the narcissist. I was so hoping that she couldn't let go of her anger, right? And the lies and the deceit. So obstinate, so scorpionic energy. And her career is over. Everybody knows her to be a liar and a narcissist. Gosh, I was really hoping that she would just admit it, because I honestly feel that had she done that, had she come out and said, yes, I'm damaged, I'm the narcissist, I was the abuser in the relationship. And not to say that Johnny Depp was completely innocent. No, he wasn't. There was an abusive relationship. So it's two sides of the same coin, the narcissist and the empath paradigm. Believe it, trust it, because once you do, whatever side you fall on, you're able to grow compassion and forgiveness for your abuser, and accept the responsibility that you had in that relationship, because two sides of the same coin. The theory of relativity by stars. The snow just keeps falling in Hawaii. Find someone close and hold them like you care. This is a race to the end, and I don't intend to win it, baby. Speaking of narcissistic abuse, when I was in Hawaii for 2 months, I'm trying to get my business going and continue healing. I was the victim of gang stalking, and these were dangerous people who were victims of narcissistic abuse themselves, and I think SA specifically. Anyway, that just popped up. You can do things they would never have dared. Exactly. It's what causes the anger in the narcissist and the unhealed. All right, in your solar plexus, you have self-love. Card number 41. 4 is a number of manifestation, and 1 is a number of the mind, also of the self. 4 is the 4th house, which is Cancerian. It's the place that no matter where we go, there we are. It's that place, emotional place in ourself that is the home, that we call home, and it's the home of love, self-love. And 1 is a number of the self. So that's in your solar plexus. That's what you're giving off, having processed the anger in your solar plexus. In your heart space, you have transformation, card number 22. 22 is a number of manifestation. Don't be scared. They will do things we never dared. We never dared. They will do things we never dared. I've never heard that song. I've heard of the group, Stars. All right, so major transformation in your heart space, in your solar plexus, self-love, in your sacral, unlimited possibilities, and in your root chakra, there might be some residual anger still going on. But given the rest of the cards and knowing that you collectively have gone through the dark night of the soul, you have broken the cords to the trauma bonds, healing generational curses and wounding, a breaker of generational curses you are. Next channeled song is Over by Tove Lo. I can't go home after tonight. Seems like I'm out of your life. Apologize? No, it won't make it better. I think that's coming from your Karmic. In your throat space, which is Taurian energy, you have the card number 13, which is the death card in the major arcana, which corresponds to Scorpio. So more confirmation that, look to your zodiacal chart, whatever sun sign you are, and also your moon sign. Look to their opposite signs. Because if it's on your rising, like I'm a Taurus rising, so Scorpio rules my 7th house of relationships. I feel that, and this isn't necessarily true of your sun sign, which is your ego, or your moon sign, which are your emotions, but with the rising sign, whatever's on your descendant, it's sort of like an energy that you have worked with or know from maybe a past life, or it's just sort of something that the universe gives you that kind of watches over your back. And I think it's one of the reasons why Scorpios were so hell-bent on coupling and destroying me at the same time. I often feel that a lot of the toxic relationships that come into my life, who are Scorpio, want to fucking kill me at the same time. It's really crazy. So you have the card of abundance. We got 3 coins here. 3 is the first number whose energy can create a pattern in the universe. So you're sitting pretty here, having utilized your descendant's energy. For me, because I'm a quad Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Saturn, I've used that Scorpionic energy to my advantage. I wasn't afraid of confronting my anger issues, my Mars energy, and the destructive death energy of Pluto. The United States is going through a Pluto return, and last year I had a Pluto return, where I think in January it was conjunct with itself. My natal Pluto was conjunct with actual Pluto, and then a couple months later it trined. My natal Pluto trined with transiting Pluto. This only happens for people living on the Earth once every 248 years, which means that it doesn't happen for a lot of people. It's very, very rare. I think it has something to do with past lives, most definitely, because I have lived many, many, many lives on this planet, and I'm here to do the work that I've done in the past and that I've done on other planets, because I'm a starseed. So we got heart space, throat space, and they work together. So you have card number 22 of transformation with card number 13 of abundance. So you've transformed your life and your energy to bring in, call in abundance. And anymore, the truth that you speak is going to bring in abundance as well. So you could be starting a business like me, you could be a light worker like me, calling in your collective, building your soul family, meeting up with your soul family. That's going to bring in abundance, because abundance is not just money, it's love. Alejandro by Lady Gaga. Don't want to kiss, don't want to touch, just smoke my cigarette and hush. Don't call me name Roberto. Alejandro. Love that video, love the video, so hot. All right, so in your third eye that works with your solar plexus, you have card number 41 of self-love, and in your third eye you have card number 36, grounding. So you're clearly seeing that to remain in a state of self-love, you must remain grounded. Get out in nature, that fixed earth energy, or it could be Virgo, which is house 6. 3, 6, and 9 are numbers of creation. 3, as I mentioned, is the first number that whose energy can create a pattern. 6th house is Virgo energy. That's mutable earth energy. So where Capricorn, house 10, which is it's not a personal house. Personal houses are 1 through 9, Aries to Sagittarius, and then Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces are collective houses. So you have this grounding, and here are the cards and the message, and what you're realizing, you're intuiting with your third eye. You're seeing that in order to, having processed this anger, developed unlimited possibilities in your sacral. Your solar plexus is now, giving off self-love. You've gone through that healing journey, transformational journey in your heart space, which is bringing you abundance. You're speaking truth and calling in abundance as you do speak. Your third eye is there to remind you, keep an eye out, just one eye, your third eye, out to remain grounded in the 3D. This will continue or strengthen the unlimited possibilities and continue the transformation, because it doesn't stop. It only gets more solidified, I'm saying, if we remain grounded. But if one doesn't stay grounded after doing this sort of work, collective, which you obviously have done, in processing this anger and cords, energetic cords attached to other people through trauma bonding and narcissism and all that good stuff, remain grounded. And your unlimited possibilities in your sacral chakra work with your crown chakra, card number 35, inner journey. The sacral and the crown chakra, when activated and are in balance, working well together, brings in downloads from your spirit guides, from your ancestors, from the angels, from the universe. And at card number 35, 3 is a number of creation, of patterns, and 5 is a number of the mind. Cool for the summer, Demi Lovato, which is all about her two-spirit nature or bisexuality. I can keep a secret, can you? Got my mind on your body and your body on your mind. I mentioned this trauma bond that I was in with this individual, and they were struggling with their own sexuality, big time. Kiss for another, die for each other, we're cool for the summer. Yeah, it was a momentary experience, a seasonal experience. It was necessary for transformation, to activate both of us, to wake up to the nature of our coupling and what kept us together. Because you and I were cool for the summer. Tell me if I won, if I did, what's my prize? Yeah, this individual for me, and most likely for you, because this is the channeled message, when feeling that the cord was cut, They didn't like that. They were very, very, very angry, and probably remain angry. Although I don't feel it as much. Kiss one another, die for each other. We're cool for the summer. Yeah, it was an incredibly toxic relationship, but it gave us both a chance to rebirth and then nurture our inner child that was so wounded by our narcissistic experience with our parents or with our caregivers. That fear of abandonment that is attached to unhealthy attachment styles. Bottom of the deck we have sexual energy, card number 25. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to use the Divine Animals Oracle to find out which animals you should pair, what spirit animals or totems, their energy that you can pair with each chakra. So keep an eye out in your 3D environment, out in nature. I said, remember to stay grounded, get out in nature. If you see any of these animals, if you think about these animals, if you dream about these animals, these are omens coming in to say that these animals' energies are here to help you out through this process. Also, if these animals aren't appearing in your physical reality, if you don't often think about them or maybe even know about them, this would be a message to do research on them. And in so doing, you're going to connect with them because you'll be using your mind, air energy, to reach out in the ethers and connect with them. And couple that with getting out in nature, or even just looking at pictures of them would be a good idea. Or also notice if you see a picture of them or a painting of them or in any of, advertisement and iconography and symbology. If you come across them, like right now I'm looking across the street at a mermaid, so part fish. That looks like a lotus flower, snowflake. We've got freedom in the horse in your root chakra, coupled with anger. Freedom is quite sensitive. I was about to say, horses are quite sensitive, are they not? Like, I think one should only approach them from the left side, which is their feminine side, or is it that they protect their left side? Anyway, horse riders, horse wranglers know to approach horses from one side. Or if you're to mount a horse, I think it's from on their left side. There's a reason for that, because they are so sensitive, but the horse represents freedom, and certainly freedom from this anger. So you have an opportunity to be around horses, spend some time around them. They're beautiful, gentle, spiritual creatures that represent freedom. Odessa's Above the Middle is playing, which is I love this song. Hyperreal featuring Kuchka by Flume. I'm going to read the lyrics for this one because it's well worth it. This is a song that I yet use to process the learning from the Dark Night of the Soul, to process how to break away from cords of attachment to people, and also how to navigate my own reality. We pulled into the back road, shimmering its way forth, wearing out its course, and I could only dream about what is hidden, heard through its white noise. All seems so clear, let it wash over me. Don't disappear. Visions are hyper real. I've described in previous readings when talking about relapsing from addictions of any kind, food, alcohol, smoking, sex, that I learned how to not shame myself or guilt myself for relapsing by consciously entering the relapse state. So whenever I was overeating or drinking way too much or hooking up way too much, I told myself, okay, I'm not going to shame myself so long, and I never did, so long as I went into the experience accepting that I made that choice to relapse. And I became, throughout the experience, hyper vigilant of the experience. So noting my thoughts, my impressions, what was going on in my body, the sensations, so that when I wasn't in that relapse state, or state of relapse, I could then meditate on the experience, and sure enough, I would get downloads of what it was that or how that experience made me feel. So, for example, I don't watch any sort of adult entertainment to arouse myself and reach climax. And that was a conscious decision on my part. I was like, I don't want to use this anymore. And I've been celibate for like a year and a half, almost 2 years now. And the last time I used any adult entertainment was, I think, 2 or 3 months ago. But before that, about 6 months ago, there was like a week where I used it like 3 or 4 times, which was a lot for me, because I was processing something. This is around, the last time was around Halloween, so Scorpio season, death season. I used it a couple times, and it was interesting because although I was watching 2 other people engage, I think I reached climax way before any intercourse. I don't think there was even any sort of oral thing going on except for kissing. It was just like seeing them come together and kiss. That's what got me really, really turned on, and that's what I concentrated on. And I think at that point I did climax, and I was done. And that reminded me of when I was hypervigilant, while I was in periods of like days, weeks, months, years of using adult entertainment, that the experience of it was, and I think this is true of everyone, is that and because I'm an empath, I could place myself in it, and I would experience the physical sensation of what was going on in the adult entertainment and get pleasure out of that. But each time I would relapse, being hypervigilant of that and questioning or continually asking myself, okay, what's going on? Why am I drawn to this? And that conclusion that I reached was that I was living vicariously through them and actually physically experiencing, but it's superficial. It's a kind of like sex magic, or that goes both ways, right? Because I'm agreeing to take that energy and believe that it's a part of me, and it gives me pleasure, but relapse after relapse after relapse, and then meditating on each relapse, it dawned on me. I was like, oh no, this is another spirit that I'm kind of using, and what I truly want is actually physical touch. I want the actual physical experience. I don't want a facsimile. And so each time I would use it, its power over me decreased. So now I don't anymore. Cry Like a Ghost by Passion Pit. You never once controlled me, but if I kept on going, I'd be done. It's not just you that felt the pain. Now tell me where they keep the rain. Yeah, this living vicariously through these images, which are of the devil, right? And are designed pictures like film is deeply controlling. It's why we're so fascinated with the image. But when that image is manipulated to a degree to elicit or generate in the viewer a specific response, I mean, believe me, directors, editors, actors know in Hollywood the power of film. If only the collective could wake up to it. I think we all are. I mean, look at the death of Hollywood, really, when the overt narcissism and SA and you know the manipulation and human trafficking and sex trafficking is replete in that business. It's all tied to satanic cults and secret societies and dark web and the adult entertainment industry. All right, so in your sacral, paired with unlimited possibilities, you have the red fox. Strategy. The message here is, with this clearing of your sacral chakra, which brings in creativity, make sure that you remain grounded so that you can be strategic with this abundance of creativity that you're now living with. XXXO by MIA. Can I have a good time at yours tonight? Because every time we try to get close, there's always something that I'm thinking about. You want me. XXXO. So yeah, be strategic with what you think about concerning your sacral chakra and that sacred sexuality energy that brings in creativity and is naturally a receptive energy, being feminine, being dark. So paired with your solar plexus of self-love, you have the peregrine falcon with observation. Yeah, always look at things from a big picture, like I did each time I went into my relapse. While yes, I was enjoying adult entertainment, I was also kind of stepping outside of the situation, observing myself in engaging in that activity. I have an advantage because my dominant function is extroverted intuition and my auxiliary function is introverted thinking. So not everybody is an intuitive dominant. And most of the world's population are sensors. So they have intuition in their tertiary or inferior function. But that doesn't mean that they aren't called to utilize your third and inferior function and develop them. My third and inferior function are feeling, and then my inferior is sensing. In particular, introverted sensing. So in order to grow that ability to look into myself There was a lot of meditation, there was a lot of introspection, there was a lot of quiet time, and also processing past experience to gain knowledge on how to move forward. Because as an extroverted intuitive dominant, as my dominant function, all I want is new. I call it the metaphysical function, because unlike extroverted sensing, which really is hyper, think like extreme sports stars, who have great spatial awareness and also know the details and know how to use. All sensors know, they use, in order to perceive reality, they use sensing. So they use all 5 of their senses. It's the reverse for intuitive dominance. We're not so much interested on the details as much as what connects the details, what connects the tangible, the material things. So that's why I call it the metaphysics. What don't we see that is there is what I get off on. So it's always looking for something new to make a connection with. So observing this process that you've gone through of generating self-love is going to be key at maintaining or being able to ground yourself, right? Because if you use intuition or even your 5 senses to gain a big picture look, as if a falcon flying over. Oh, this is also Horus, and I like it because it's in the solar plexus chakra. Observation, Horus. I don't know, maybe we got The Wire by Haim, and I gave it all away just to hear you say that, well, I know, you're going to be okay anyway. Hey. Transformation in your heart space is paired with the rhinoceros, moderation, card number 32. So in this transformation that you're in, because we're always transforming, if we're being observant and being strategic about our possibilities, about what's out there. Oh, you know what I just heard was sometimes you gotta let go. Going through a transformative dark night of the soul is extreme, right? And as an extroverted intuitive dominant, I love the extremes. I'm also an Aries in the Vedic astrology. Take the middle way, which is the way of Yeshua and the Buddha. Don't fall into one extreme or the other. I got so much energy and so much insight from this death process of the ego. That I could want to. No, I did want to stay in that process. I think I stayed in that process longer than. I mean, everything happens in divine timing, right? But I think I stayed in the process longer, or repeated cycles I had already completed a couple of times, some of them, after I had completed them, all because I wasn't being moderate with my energy. I hadn't yet learned how to regulate the energy. I'd learned the lessons, but then, I hadn't learned how yet to remain grounded with all this freedom and these unlimited possibilities that came out of the experience, which is very exciting, very new, right? Yeah, even when I got messages saying, okay, Brandon, it's over, now just ground yourself, and then we can start building anew. and you can walk into your abundance. You can call in your soul tribe and your collective and start your business. I was still expecting and secretly wanting that dramatic, extreme physical and spiritual experience. So in your throat space, paired with abundance, you have the links, secrets, card number 2. I'm going to read the description because this is a new deck to me. Card number 2. Alrighty. Secrets, your word is your bond. And where is it? It's in the throat chakra, Taurus energy. Your word is your bond. Do not gossip or entertain gossip. All may not be as it seems. Be shrewd about who you share your confidential information with. A little mystery can be a good thing, but keeping secrets that are detrimental to others may not be. Keeping secrets that may be detrimental to others. Bavarian number 1 by Mike Snow. Say you will. I can't be trusted to wait on hard times. I'd rather run out and be caught behind the lines. Secrets. Your word is your bond. Do not gossip or entertain gossip, as all may not be as it seems. Be shrewd about who you share your confidential information with. A little mystery can be a good thing, but keeping secrets. A little mystery can be a good thing, but keeping secrets. Okay, yeah, there's a great deal difference between mystery and secrets. But keeping secrets that are detrimental to others may not be. There is some news worth sharing, but be discerning. After the mythos associated with this card is, after man had suffered many famines, the goddess Demeter decided to share the secrets of agriculture with humans. There was a sacred field of wheat grain in Eleusis that when it grew was golden. As it was enchanted, it would grow and prosper, always providing enough to eat. One of Demeter's favorites and devotee, the son of the good king Celeus, was Triptolemus. Demeter thought this man would be the ideal person to spread the seeds of the special grain and impart the wisdom of how to grow it. So she shared the secrets with him and lent him her own chariot pulled by 2 mighty serpents, and instructed him to teach men how to work the fields properly. He did what was instructed. He worked his way through Europe up into Asia, and ended up in the land of Scythia, where he met the king Lynkos. Lynkos realized the incredible value of the secrets, so he snuck into Triptolemus' bedchamber and raised a sharp dagger over his heart to kill him in his sleep. But Demeter saw this. She stopped Lynkos and transformed him into a lynx, so he would hold Triptolemus' secret to himself forever. Lynxes are beautiful and intelligent wild cats, of which there are 4 species: Canada, Iberian, Eurasian, and the bobcat. They're secretive animals, very athletic and well camouflaged. Their name comes from the Indo-European word luk, which refers to brightness, because the only thing most people would see clearly about this elusive creature were its eyes reflectively glowing in the dark. So, I don't know. I'm gonna have to process. I think that was a personal message, for one. But with abundance. Oh, okay, I'm hearing your secrets to manifestation. Your secrets to abundance, because you've earned them. You worked with God and Goddess energy, working through the dark night of the soul. Some of that should remain with yourself. Oh, also I got, I was super excited after my first ayahuasca ceremony and all the lessons I learned and all the healing that the transformative and unlimited possibilities that came to me after my first ayahuasca ceremony and through my subsequent, total 14, but also going through the dark night of the soul process. I wanted everybody to go through it. And then awakening to my healing abilities, being a Heyoka Empath, I would get downloads about people who would come into my life, and I wouldn't ask them if I could share with them the intuitive messages that I was receiving while meeting them. And that created enemies who literally wanted to kill me. I mentioned the group in Hawaii. I rented an Airbnb from a couple on this farm. And they had their neighbors even gang stalking me. And this other person who was woofing on this so-called farm, it wasn't a farm at all. It was in disarray. It was just nothing but death on there. They were struggling with money and also going through some personal things. But long story short, me showing up in the process of healing, or have healed a lot, me thinking I still had some healing to do, but I had reached a certain point. They became obsessed, and unfortunately, with my 12th house stellium, I people, dark, dangerous people are attracted to me. But I'm so well protected that I've been in these situations all my life. Even my birth family, my mother, a Scorpio, surrounded. I was birthed into a karmic family that was all about a life of crime and just very Piscean, addictions and abuse. But had I not gone through those experiences, I wouldn't have all the knowledge I have now to help people heal all of that trauma. Okay, in your third eye, along with grounding, card number 36, you have seahorse, equality, card number 14. So you have grounding on top, and you have a seahorse. I know male seahorses actually give birth. Seek equality in relationships, in particular intimate ones. You will attract what you resonate. You can decide your future. Hiding from our fears is rarely a good strategy. It is time to ensure that the domestic and emotional labor in your world is shared equally. Earth and water are both feminine energies. So grounding yourself in relationships, moving forward with all these unlimited possibilities and this self-love that you have, this transformative energy of abundance. Pet cheetah, I'm showing my 21 pilots. My house is the one where the vultures are perched on top. Vulture is a symbol of recycling death. The condor, or the vulture, is also, the condor in South America, in Peru specifically, is one of the animal totems of ayahuasca. Okay, so make sure that the new relationships that are coming in your life are grounded in reality. Don't overshare. Don't give away all your secrets to them. Because trust me, if they haven't done the work and they're not as healed as you, because everybody puts on a good face when they're meeting somebody that they're sexually or romantically attracted to. But for you, collective, if you've done the work, as the cards show you have, you're going to be like in the 1% of people who have done this type of work and this type of transformation. and are reaping the benefits of that work through the dark night of the soul, with all this opportunity and abundance coming your way. So keep your secrets to yourself, mind your business. Yeah, that's the message and advice. So last but not least, in the crown chakra, paired with inner journey, you have leadership and the elephant. Crown being a king or a queen, you are in a position of leadership now that you've gone through this. Keep certain secrets to yourself, don't overshare, and don't offer to help anyone into this process without first getting their permission. Because in order to lead them through clearing their own obstacles here with Lord Ganesha, in order to heal their anger and create unlimited possibilities in their own life, first get permission, don't overshare, and don't charge in like an elephant in clearing their obstacles for them. They have to do it themselves. They have to get in touch with Ganesha on their own. But you can help them get to that place where they're open to working with their higher self and the universe and the God and Goddess energy of the planets, and universal energy of healing and clearing away obstacles. You are the leader because you've gone through the inner journey. But just be careful, keep your secrets, mind your business, and get permission before you help anybody. Because you don't want to be doing somebody else's work that's going to bring them the wisdom needed to maintain a sense of being grounded, so that they continue on their own lives and create their own abundance, create their own reality. Bottom of the deck, we have authenticity and the wolf. I won't say much more about that. And let me down by Phantogram. Don't leave me here this way. Now you're ready to let me down. I can't believe this nightmare just won't go away. Yeah, I'm picking up karmics you cut cords with, having done this work collective. Don't beat yourself up. Some of you don't look back. My head's on fire all around us every day. There's no way I'll let you down. Whoa. I can't let it down. Some of you guys won't let it go. Some of you guys will recouple, or at least communicate. In my last reading, there's a clear message for the collective who've done this work that there's incoming communication, imminent, because you have cut the cords. And trust me, as the cord cutter, you're going to, or the person who you've cut away will feel it. They may be halfway across the world or in another state, hundreds and thousands of miles away from you, but they feel it because we're all connected in this planet through the crystalline grid, through the ethers, through a dreamscape, and through magic, through these cords, these energetic cords that are reaching out to reattach to you. You'll feel them as well. But just mind your business and they won't reattach. Make sure you pay attention to your dreams, and also take your spiritual baths, light your incense, do your candle magic, build your altar. Because trust me, there are people out there who do the same thing on the daily, but their candle magic is much darker. Their fire magic is much darker. Their sex magic is much darker. because it's all about reattaching to you. It's all about you. They're not minding their business. So build your altar, get in touch with your higher self, your spirit guides and ancestors. And, you know, keep yourself grounded, get out in nature. Look to the omens and the synchronicities in your life. And do research on these divine creatures who are there, who come through in this reading to assist you in moving forward in a spirit of abundance with unlimited possibilities. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for watching. I enjoyed your energy. I see a great future for you, having done all this amazing work. You're well protected and guided, so long as you maintain that self-love, that sense of freedom. But don't overshare, because spilling your secrets or lapsing back into, you may relapse into codependent relationships, but you're going to be much quicker to recognize them, and you can cut them off. So be aware of that. That's a natural part of having cut the major cords from your life, narcissistic abuse and the like. But know that as new people come in, maintain healthy boundaries with yourself and with strangers. The amount of unconditional love and self-love you have for you is meant for you first and foremost. Cultivate that, protect it by setting strong boundaries. And the universe will bring people who have gone through the same work, who have healthy boundaries, who have a healthy attachment style now that they've done the work, like you. And I'm hearing, your kingdom spouse is incoming. Or at the very least, you're now open to getting out there and meeting new people and dating. And really starting coupling with your forever person, your forever soul, through growing friendships. With healthy boundaries, you won't be afraid of letting people go. And the anger response that you received when you let past relationships go that were toxic, trauma bonds and the like, won't be there. Because you're calling in people who've done the same work, who have healthy boundaries. Every once in a while, the universe will test you, and you will relapse into maybe codependency for a day or two. But trust that you are free, you have unlimited possibilities, just remain grounded. And stay connected to your spirit guides and ancestors. And Lord Ganesha. All right, I'm gonna end it. Boom Clap by Charlie XCX. The beat goes on and on and on and on and on. It does. As does the heart, right? All right. Please like, share, subscribe. I'd love to hear in comments how this resonated with you. And take care. I love you. Namaste.